The Staten Island newsletter update. This is for the week of February 18th, 2024. So let's get right into it. Again, I still have my notes back here. I got to work on a system, but life is crazy, so bear with me. So, okay, I'd like to provide you, as usual, with some light reading, or in this case, light viewing of some news and everything to keep you up to date on the real estate market, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Manhattan, beyond. So, still going, still showing, to keep you in the loop of what's happening on the front lines. My buyers are still out there. Presumably, everyone else's are too. We submitted a few more at-ask offers this week, only to be turned down. Competition is way up there. I actually just this morning requested a showing for a client of mine for later today. It was just this house that we were going to go see. It was just listed 3 or 4 days ago, and the showing was declined, accepted conditional offer. Even on my listing right now, 306 Alyssa Way, we had, another 15 showings this weekend, and 2 great offers, and we've accepted one. Going ahead with it today, home inspection today. So it's really, wow, it's above and beyond. Speaking on the above point, the spring market has officially started. It always technically starts right around, it's the week after the Super Bowl. So it's certainly here. Offers, more offers. If your house is under the median price range, which is approximately $700,000 on Staten Island, then presuming that you list at the proper price point, you're looking at a quick sale. It's really nuts. With all of that being said, rates bouncing around, right? Hold on. People calling me in the middle of all this. Rates bouncing around. They are over 7%. They went over 7 for the first time this year. Still hasn't seemed to faze anybody. Everyone's still out there. They're just kind of tired of sitting on the sidelines. And, whether it's 6 and 6.75 or 7.05, that little bounce around right there, they're jumping in. If they hit 8%, I'd pretty much look at a 2023 slowdown again, but I don't know that they're going that high again. It seems to be right around that 6.5, and then if it goes up a little bit, it comes down, but it's like a little ping pong ball right now. By the way, I hope you had a nice Valentine's Day, right? A couple days ago, we took the kids to a play place, crushed some hibachi and sushi at Arirang because it was also on Ash Wednesday, so couldn't have any meat or anything. But great day. Great day for us. I hope it was the same for you. Surviving Staten Island. I released my ebook to the masses, like I told you in the last episode. If you didn't download it, just comment below, and I will reach out to you and I'll send it to you. It's a PDF. It's like 80 pages. Quick, easy read, quirky, funny, nice little way to read about Staten Island and the real estate market. Ready for launch is back. We've relaunched it. It's next Monday, the 26th at 6:30 p.m. at our office, 418 Port Richmond Avenue, Staten Island, New York, obviously. A ton of value. We have a panel now with a contractor, a expediter, an attorney, a mortgage broker. We have all these people that are going to be sitting in on every meeting. And any questions that you have, anything that you can direct to any one of them, they're for free. It's at your disposal. Anyone that you need to speak to, ask questions to, we're going to make a Facebook group so you can kind of pop in anytime and reach out. If you're in the middle of something, you're like, oh my God, I need to ask, I need a real estate attorney. Ask the question. So that's what we're giving you. We're going to be doing group investing, a lot of things going on. So make sure you come to that. If you have a property that needs fixing and you need to sell it, please, I have an investor that will buy it tomorrow. He'll buy it tomorrow. So please let me know. I have a few in all different price ranges, so we'll get it sold if you have something that you need to get rid of. So general news on Staten Island. This week we touched on the fact that still trying to secede 30 years later. There's talks again, and they want to have meetings again and everything. Staten Island feels underserved by New York City, right? We're paying all the taxes. We're paying everything through the roof, but we miss out on so much. So certain people feel that maybe we'll wield a little more power if we break away from New York City. and become a big brother somewhere else instead of the little runty brother that seems to get nothing. So we'll see. I also put an article on the next things to open in Fresh Kills Park. Used to be the Dump, right? It's going to be the second biggest park in New York City come 2035 when it's actually fully opened. It's opening up in phases. It's going to have like gondolas and crazy things. So that's a cool thing to check out. This week's news for sellers: be more stringent if your buyer is assuming your mortgage. Banks aren't making a lot of money if you assume someone's mortgage, right? That's the new TikTok buzzword, right? Every TikTok professional is going to tell you to just go out there and just buy a house. Just assume someone's 3% mortgage. You're good to go. Yes and no. Very complicated. Bank doesn't really like that. There could be a 4-month holdup on that. And then what happens? Deals start to crumble, fall apart. You're left with nothing. So make sure that you're good to go if that's the way you're going. And I actually just made a blog post about that. I'll get more into that next week. But let's reach out to me if you have any questions about assuming a mortgage. This week's news for buyers: are buyers pulling back amid the rate surge? I don't think so. But, this is also, a lot of these articles are nationwide. So, of course, there's different markets, different pockets, different things going on all over the place. But I'm, right here on the ground in Staten Island. Also, the rate surge, right? The fact that it went over 7, it just happened. So, I don't know. 3 months from now, if it stays there, will we see a little receding? Probably. But too new and too hot right now. So that's Staten Island's version of that. Another article: there's more options out there for buyers. So, with what's been going on, more houses have been hitting the market, right? Everything's up year over year, the amount of listings and, properties hitting the market. So, and then I have an article on optimism on mortgage rates, right? Cuts, right? Everyone's expecting cuts this year. People are optimistic. They're out there. They're buying. This week's news for investors: hedge funds and REITs, which are the real estate investment trust funds, they're buying all the single-family homes, right? They're buying a ton of single-family homes, making it a little harder for us average people to go out there and buy a home. But interesting article on that. Luxury tenants are buying out their landlords, like Prada on Fifth Avenue. Actually, instead of paying whatever exorbitant amount they were paying in rent, they bought the building that they were housed in. So, commercial real estate is on sale right now. Get it for pennies on the dollar in most cases. So, I'm assuming obviously a major company like Prada did some massive research and number crunching, and they bought their building. Another interesting article: where are foreigners investing in the USA? So it breaks it down like states and where countries are buying from. It's a pretty cool, pretty interesting thing to read. This week's news for renters: rents fall nationwide. The market has something to do with that, right? People are kind of like, all right, I'm over renting, I'm buying something. So overall, it's kind of falling, I think, 3rd month in a row. Listings: so my current listings: 132 Castleton Avenue has signed contracts. 306 Alyssa Way has a accepted offer, home inspection scheduled for today. Let's hope that all goes through. 181 Port Richmond Avenue, the bank, still available. A lot of interest in that as of late. We actually just received an offer this week, a little too low. We're going back and forth. We're in negotiations. 90 Bay Street Landing, 6K, my beautiful luxury condo overlooking Manhattan. Had a lot of showings this week. I have another one on Thursday, Friday, so big uptick in interest. Again, this is the overall picture. People are out there again. I went maybe 3 or 4 months last year without a showing on certain properties, and this one I didn't have for a little bit, and then all of a sudden I have 3, 4, 5 showings in a week. People are out there. People are buying. And then lastly, 7126 Amboy Road, short sale. We have offers in on that submitted to the bank. It's a short sale, so the bank is involved, so a little more involved. We got to wait for them and all that. Mortgage rate corner, like I said, we went over 7%. Again, not drastically, but, it pinged back over, so now is it going to, continue, or is it going to kind of get shot back down? I think, again, who knows? I don't have, my crystal ball is broken, but I think between between 6.5, maybe 7.1, I feel like it's going to kind of bounce around there. This week's blog. So I had last week's blog still in this email about you could build you could build credit by paying your rent with Zillow, but I did just write a new blog on assuming mortgages, so that'll be in next week's. Like I said, reach out to me, anything on that. My project, highlighting Staten Island, we are taking off with highlighting Staten Island. It's going nuts. We're posting episode number 78 this week. We had almost 80,000 accounts reached this past week. So, this is a free service for businesses, and we're getting your business in front of 80,000 accounts for free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It costs me ridiculous amounts of time, money, energy, and, I'm just trying to give a lot of value and as good of a benefit as I can to businesses on Staten Island. So if you are a business owner on Staten Island, or you know someone that is, please reach out. I have a form that I'll send you. Fill it out. I'm backlogged probably about 3 months right now, but fill it out and we'll get it to you. We'll get in. Coming soon corner. So I have potentially a single family detached in West Brighton, built in 2005, so it's about 70 years newer than all of its neighbors. So that's potentially hitting the market in the summertime, unless we get, an offer or any interest prior to that. We still have the Flex 4 2,200 square foot loft in Manhattan, West 29th and 6th. Single family detached in Sunnyside, need some work. Have a bungalow in Newport Beach, 2-family in Canarsie. So that's all coming soon, and soon could be 6 months from now, but I'll always leave it in there because I get 50 to 100 people sign up to this thing a week. So, you might have seen it in the email 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but someone that just signed up today, they might just be getting it. They might just be seeing it for the first time. I'm sorry, I have a million people texting me and calling me as I'm trying to do this, so I'm like looking at the text sideways. And then I'll sign off this month. Couple pieces of info. I closed on a deal in Pennsylvania. I'm not licensed there, but I belong to a group called Refer. We have top agents in almost every major market in the USA, Canada. So if you're looking for a home in California, Nebraska, Chicago, Miami, Key West, whatever, anywhere, chances are I have an agent there. So a friend of mine reached out, hey, you're licensed in Pennsylvania? I want to sell my Poconos house. I said, I'm not, but hold on. Put him in touch with our Pennsylvania guy. Closed in a matter of, a month, 2 months. Done deal. Perfect. Went great. I actually just had, because of this, I had someone reach out. They want to buy a home in Pennsylvania. I put them in touch with the same guy, so he's actually starting work this week with them. And that's it. So I also want to sign off. Come to our Ready for Launch meeting. Please reach out. Any questions or anything on that, please reach out. I'd love to see you guys there next Monday. And then that's it. With rate cuts very likely to come by the spring and summer, now may very well be the bottom, right? Because as far as purchasing prices, once that cut comes, where we're in low 6s, 5s, or something, even just the news of the rates are cut, the rate could probably stay the same, but just the news that it's cut, it's going to be absolute insanity. So that's that. Appreciate you guys. If you're still here, 13 minutes later, still listening, you're the best. And have a great week. Let's get smarter about real estate. See you next week.